Every city, state, or country has its own image. When you think of Paris, do you think Eiffel Tower? When you think of Arizona, do you see the Grand Canyon? When most people say Nova Scotia, they see the lighthouse at Peggy's Cove. But when you say Cape Breton Highlands, they see the view from the trail we're hiking today. In today's video, we're back in Cape Breton Highlands National Park. We're about to do one of the most popular and arguably the most beautiful trail in all of the park, and that's the Skyline Trail. Due to such popularity, you'll begin this hike from an oversized parking lot. In recent years, Parks Canada has expanded the parking capabilities, allowing for hundreds of vehicles to park at the trailhead, allowing groups of people to experience a trail without need to wait. Hitting this trail in mid-September usually means fighting the crowds. It's this time of year the leaves begin to change from green to red, yellow, and orange. Perhaps a bit premature for full color changes, we were excited to see the ferns glowing with hints of bronze as we walked the trail. There are two ways to approach the Skyline Trail, a 6.2 kilometer or 4 mile out and back way, or a slightly longer 8.2 kilometer or 5.1 mile loop. Of course, we opted for the longer loop to ensure we didn't miss any dramatic views located along the way. Wildlife can be seen on this trail. In addition to the stunning views at the end, the trail is also a prime location to spot moose. Although we didn't see a moose on this trip, we did come across a grouse who decided to act as our personal guide, encouraging us to follow along the route. The average hiker should set aside about 3 hours to complete this hike. That said, be sure to add at least another half an hour of time to actually sit and enjoy the views. You'll get a glimpse of what you're reaching for when you get to the end of the trail, when you can start seeing the water. Peering up from behind the trees, it's an endless expanse. Start getting excited when you reach the boardwalk. It's here that you'll know you transition to the very last part and the most beautiful section of the hike. The trees clear and you'll have sprawling views. The first thing you'll see is a road that hugs the side of the mountain. This is the famous Cabot Trail. This road will take you around the entire national park. Many non-hikers will come to the park just to drive this road alone, as it offers some of the most scenic stretches of road in eastern Canada. Good any time of the day, we decided to head out on this hike towards the end of the day, hoping to catch a bit of the sunset. So the Cabot Trail is one of those places that I've been to multiple times, but it's also one of those places that I can come to time and time again, and it never gets old. This is the first time, definitely, where I've come and there's hardly anybody here. 2020 has been the weirdest year as far as COVID, but it's also made for some awesome times like this where you can come to such a beautiful place and such a very popular tourist attraction and there be nobody here. The sun punched through the clouds on this overall cloudy day, highlighting what may be an important part of the Atlantic Ocean, deep in the distance. With the sun setting, I knew this would be the ideal time to head to the end. By now, the wind had really picked up, and the fact that I wore a sweater was really starting to come in handy. Wind or no wind, however, the views are always the same. As you make your way down the stairs, you are welcomed by endless ocean views to the right and the mountains of Nova Scotia Highlands to your left. No matter which way you turn your head, your eyes will be given a treat. For them, Christmas has come. As temperatures dropped and the dark skies rolled in, we decided it was time to head back. Looking at the trees, you can see the mist and clouds billowing in. If you thought this video was sped up for dramatic effect, think again. This is real time. As we saw in our Gross Moorings series, like Baker Brook Falls for example, Skyline Trail here has a moose explosion to walk through, a part of the trail designed to keep moose out, protecting the plants inside from being the next day's meal. Skyline Trail is almost mandatory when coming to Highlands National Park. The views here are more than worth the longer walk. One reason the trail's so appealing, despite the obvious views, is the fact that it's almost completely flat until you reach the stairs at the end. With benches scattered throughout the wooded platforms, you can pick and choose where to stop. No matter where you decide to end your hike, you'll be rewarded with one of the best views found anywhere within the national park. For more information about this or other trails, read one of our travel guides on our website at joshuatravelguide.ca.